I love dinosaurs. It's not something I'm quiet about. In fact, I love them so much, I got them permanently tattooed into my arms. And we'll be getting more. But why do I love these prehistoric animals so much?
Well, that's what I'm going to be trying to cover in this video, by covering the points of my past with dinosaurs, dinosaurs in media, questions and misunderstandings about dinosaurs, and finally, why I love dinosaurs. I was born on the 16th of March 2007, and the doctors diagnosed me with the key ingredient to kickstart my addiction to dinosaurs: autism.
But in all seriousness, I don't think I could track it down to an exact moment in time. To me, it's like I've always been obsessed with them, but if I had to track it down to an exact, starting point of my obsession, it would probably be from, toys I received as a child. I would always look at them and wonder, what are these? And then I was amazed that these little things here used to live, and weren't so little at the time. And obviously I was gutted finding out that they were all dead and I would never get to meet one. I remember my favourite toy dinosaur when I was a kid was a big red T-Rex that I called Monty, and I would always play with it, well, at least until my brother chucked it out the second floor window into a swimming pool. F you, Ben.
My curiosity towards dinosaurs was so strong, in fact, that whilst other people were watching Cartoon Network, I was sat watching Walking with Dinosaurs and Planet Dinosaur with David Attenborough. Another fond memory I have about dinosaurs is that in primary school there would be these residential trips where students would go away for a couple of days, but I wasn't allowed on them, something about autism, so instead my mum took me to the Dinosaur Museum in Dorchester, and looking back at the pictures of it, the statues there were so inaccurate and what the hell is that thing? But nonetheless, I still had a great time.
Media based on dinosaurs probably had the biggest impact on my obsession for them, because that was the only way for me to see them alive. And the one that had the biggest impact on me, which is also my favourite film, is Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. Ever since I first saw the Brachiosaurus scene in the film, I was hooked, because even though the dinosaurs in the film aren't 100% accurate, they were still dinosaurs. And the film just kept getting better for me, from the emotional Triceratops scene to the cinema-breaking T-Rex breakout, and every scene with the Velociraptors was just pure gold to me. And words just can't describe how much I love this film and the franchise it spawned.
Not everybody likes the sequels, but I will gladly defend them with my life, because they've been such an important part of my childhood, and I think they have some of the coolest and best scenes in cinema. To name a few of my favourites, the long grass scene from The Lost World, the Spinosaurus vs. T-Rex fight from Jurassic Park 3, the final battle from Jurassic World, the Indoraptor on the roof from Fallen Kingdom, the Therizinosaurus in the swamp scene from Dominion, and the T-Rex raft scene from Rebirth. The franchise also has many iconic characters, from John Hammond, played by Richard Attenborough, Alan Grant, played by Sam Neill, Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern, Owen Grady, played by Chris Pratt, Claire Dearing, played by Bryce Dallas Howard, and
I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you.
Ian Malcolm, played by Jeff Goldblum. I need that man. Who all provided an amazing performance throughout the franchise. The franchise is also filled with memorable quotes from each film. For example, some of my favourite ones are,
John, the kind of control you're attempting is, it's not possible. Listen, if there's one thing the history of evolution has taught us, it's that life will not be contained. Life breaks free, it expands to new territories, and it crashes through barriers painfully, maybe even dangerously, but, well, there it is. There it is.
You're implying that a group composed entirely of female animals will breed?
No, I'm simply saying that life, finds a way.
I believe I've spent enough time in the company of death.
This is how you make dinosaurs?
No. This is how you play God.
You are to cease all activities here immediately.
You are acting like we are engaged in some kind of mad science. But we are doing what we have done from the beginning. Nothing in Jurassic World is natural. We have always filled gaps in the genome with the DNA of other animals. And if their genetic code was pure, many of them would look quite different. But you didn't ask for reality. You asked for more teeth.
I never asked for a monster.
Monster is a relative term. To a canary, a cat is a monster. We're just used to being the cat.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, that we are halfway through the evening, we'd like to offer a special treat to our discriminating buyers. This evening we will preview a new asset that we've been developing a creature of the future made from pieces of the past. Ladies and gentlemen, please be warned. This is the perfect blend of the two most dangerous creatures that have ever walked the earth. We call it the Indoraptor.
We not only lack dominion over nature, we're subordinate to it.
There was a plethora of other dinosaur films I watched religiously as a kid, from Disney's Dinosaur to Ice Age 3, The Best Ice Age, The Land Before Time, We're Back, A Dinosaur Story, Land of the Lost, and a whole bunch of other dinosaur films. I was also a very big fan of dinosaur documentaries, especially one starring David Attenborough, with my personal favourite of his being Natural History Museum Alive, where he would go to the Natural History Museum in London, and as he talked about the exhibits, they'd use CGI to bring them to life, and to my little brain that was the best thing ever. Another personal favourite documentary of mine, and probably the most famous dinosaur documentary, would be Walking with Dinosaurs, which used, at the time, revolutionary CGI to bring dinosaurs back to life in their own natural habitats. And it was so successful, in fact, that it spawned its own movie that, at the time, was using absolutely stunning visuals to make a massive journey through dinosaur times. But the directors last minute decided, let's this film up, and decided to voice over it with goofy lines, making an absolute train wreck of a film. But we don't talk about that.
Are you really gonna eat that? You know it. Mom's cooking. Uh-oh. Run away! Where are you going? All right, more for me. No.
That is one big pile of shit.
A more recent dinosaur documentary that I've been absolutely obsessed with is 2022's Prehistoric Planet, that uses some of the most gorgeous visual effects I have ever seen to bring the dinosaurs to life. I mean, just look at that!
Perhaps.
Mwah!
Now that I've talked about film and TV, it's time to talk about dinosaur video games and my crippling addiction to them, starting off with LEGO Jurassic World. Give us a sequel. Please. In the game, you play through the first 4 films with its LEGO twist on it, so no blood, people just turn into bricks. And you also play on 4 different open world maps from, each era, each film, Isla Sorna and Isla Nublar. The game uses voice lines from the films as well as its own voice lines to give it that old iconic early 2000s LEGO game charm.
You'll have to get used to Dr. Malcolm. He suffers from a deplorable excess of personality, especially for a mathematician.
Chaotician, actually.
I'm also a big fan of Jurassic World Evolution games, where you build and create your own Jurassic Park, this time hopefully not getting overrun by dinosaurs. I have all 3 games, and I have all the DLCs for all of them. My bank account hates me. And in the most recent addition to the franchise, Jurassic World Evolution 3, they add the addition of modular building, which allows you to create your very own custom buildings, which has given me countless hours on the new game. It's really bad. I play way too much. And my favourite park that I've built is an Alpine Christmas time park. I mean, just watch the clips. Great, isn't it?
Do you believe there are any misconceptions about dinosaurs?
I do. A lot of people think that dinosaurs are for autistic people and children. Although I do joke about that a lot, it couldn't be far from the truth, because dinosaurs, they're like the hottest topic for scientific debate, and they're like the key to unlocking, the past about planet Earth and, where life started from. So I'd say that dinosaurs are for everyone.
What's your personal favorite dinosaur, and why?
I'd have to go with the basic answer of the T-Rex, because it's just so iconic. Somebody that doesn't know a thing about dinosaurs would know all about the T-Rex just by looking at it. It's just that iconic.
Which Jurassic film is your favourite?
Ooh, I'd probably have to go with Jurassic Park 2, because I think it just built upon the first film with more dinosaurs and had some amazing scenes in it, like the raptors in the long grass and the Rex in San Diego scene. And the cast in it just had so much chemistry and were just amazing throughout.
If you could make your own dinosaur film, would you?
Without a doubt, I've got so many ideas for them. And my dream would be to create a Jurassic World sequel, because I have so many ideas, not only for dinosaur films, but a sequel to the franchise. And it would just be a dream.
What's your dinosaur hot take?
Ooh, my dinosaur hot take would be that I don't care if films don't get dinosaurs scientifically accurate. I mean, sure, it would be nice, but I mean, Jurassic Park's designs, for an example, nowhere near accurate, but they're just so great. They're so iconic. And at the end of the day, as long as they're not like super far away from the real thing, like whatever 65 did, I don't mind it.
After all is said and done, I would say that in conclusion, I love dinosaurs because of the curiosity they invoke in me, because of their beauty and mystery, because I grew up surrounded by them, because they inspire me, and because they are a reminder to humans of just how little time our species has been around for compared to them, and how important these animals are to unlocking the key to our past, and how important the animals of today are. I just love them.